All right, so today was a pretty big day for the A's new ballpark plan at the Howard Terminal site in Oakland, as today was the BCDC vote day, which passed overwhelmingly in support to remove port use from Howard Terminal, which means, to simplify it, Howard Terminal Ballpark is to basically remove the existing port there and replace it with this project. Like I said, an overwhelming support for it. They only needed 18 of 27 people to vote in favor of it to pass, and by people I mean people on the board and on the commission, and it was like something like 25-2. And I didn't really have a doubt that this would pass, considering I watched most of the meeting. There was a lot of support for it. Most of the opposition by public people was pretty invalid. A lot of, it's just how it's been with the stadium. The people that are, against it, just, there's no logic involved with it. It's just simply wanting to sabotage the A's plan. But the A's, they're moving forward with this. And I think, you hear a lot about the A's and wanting to leave Oakland, but if that was really the case, why would they go, out of their way and go to these great lengths to get these things approved? Now, this, vote doesn't, guarantee anything, but it's a major pitfall that was avoided. The A's, had they not gotten this pass, the plan would pretty much be dead because the A's wouldn't be able to build on the water, and that's the whole basis of this entire ballpark plan. So you could, if the A's didn't get this vote, you could pretty much write off the Oakland A's going forward. They would, I guarantee you, move out of Oakland. But with this vote, they're continuing. It's, I saw an analogy. These binding votes that are happening are sort of like playoff games, playoff series. If you get a yes vote, you move on to the next one. You're still alive. If you don't get it, you're out. And that's sort of how we are. And we're still going strong. So, there's a lot of information about this. I think just the basis of it is that Howard Terminal, if it's approved, if it's, if it's, recommended by the BCDC, I think there's a great shot we're going to get this ballpark. I think this was a big vote. It's not the biggest vote. We're going to probably have that in the next 6 months to actually determine our fate, because Mayor Libby Schaaf will not be the mayor pretty soon, as her term will end. And I think the A's want to get the ballpark secured before Libby Schaaf ends her term, because she, you got to give it to Libby Schaaf. You can say what you want to say about her not being a great mayor and all, but she has been pretty supportive of the ballpark plan. And that's been something that the A's have used as leverage for justification to build it and whatnot. And she wants to keep the A's. And so if they don't have that anymore, which they won't inevitably in 6 months, then who knows who the next mayor will be? Will they support it, etc.? So I think the A's, we might come to a decision here in the next 6 months. I'll tell you right now, I still am going to go strong with the fact I think this ballpark is going to get approved. We're going to have shovels in the ground sooner rather than later. The time is running out. That's a sort of unfortunate thing, but also a fortunate thing. It's fortunate because we want this thing built. We've been waiting years for this. Oakland fans have gone through too much too many games, right? Is it going to get built? Is it not going to get built? But at the same time, with a small window of time, things could get rushed. So, we're just hoping for a smooth process towards the end here, down the stretch. We're sort of, hitting the later innings, so to speak, with this plan. We have to just, go with the flow and hope for the best, right? It's really the ball, as Dave Kaval said today, the ball's in Oakland's court. If they want this stadium, they got to organize a vote. They have to organize an opportunity for this stadium to be approved. And I think Libby Schaaf's the one to do it. But at the same time, she doesn't have much time left on her term. And that's something that we'll have to cross that bridge when it comes to it, type of thing. But I think the A's are going forward with this plan pretty nicely. You got to give it to Kaval. He got this done. And let's just hope we get the stadium done. But it was overwhelmingly supportive, and a lot of people were in support of the stadium. There's sort of a misconception that, Oakland doesn't care about its teams. And although I would agree with that with the politicians, I think the citizens and a lot of different politicians do care about Oakland sports. It's just, it's hard when you have politics coincide and sort of overlap with ballparks and, businesses and teams. So it's hard. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it. Big vote today for Oakland. Big vote today for baseball in Oakland and the A's. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this. I'll see you guys later. And yeah, peace out.